Thank you for allowing me to be here today. My name is Tony North. I have spent a lot of time with ITSM Solutions. I started with Heat, which is now Ivanti, back 26 years ago. Who am I? When I started, I actually implemented 150 ITSM solutions worldwide. And that gave me a great ability to do what I do today. Although what I will tell you is nothing is perfect as I'm standing here in front of you. By the way, I'm sure you're all wondering, what is the lightsaber about? I'm going to share with you, I was at a trade show last week. By the way, was anybody here last week? Okay, good, because we all ran out of money on Friday. And so luckily this week I won some money. It was quite wonderful. But I was here last week and they had this lightsaber, and I got this great idea in my mind that we will do some sort of Star Wars theme today, okay? So that's what the lightsaber is about. Now there's a couple of other things about it. First of all, the lightsaber is a lot like ServiceNow. And I know you're thinking, how could that be? The lightsaber is a very powerful tool, just like ServiceNow. When you need to navigate and get somewhere, you need to plan that. I have to do that with my lightsaber. It can help you get around and solve issues and battle the areas that you need to battle, right? I mean, we are in ITSM, but we're always battling, right? We're battling to take care of customers, or we're battling to have the metrics to show what we're doing. This lightsaber represents the ability to battle all the time. I want to thank a couple of people here. By the way, just to keep me honest, I've got Raj here, our ServiceNow architect. I've got Anna over here on the side who helps us with CMDB. And in the audience here somewhere, Jason, our rep from Third Dira, who has significantly helped us. Matter of fact, he helped feed us last night. We went to, well, he said it was the Tao restaurant, but I think it was Popeye's chicken. There was a huge structure in the middle of it, and I saw chicken, and it was delicious, and that's when they kicked me out because I started to eat it. So tonight we're going to have to go someplace different just to make sure to keep it going. Now, as we battle through this challenge of ITSM, here we're in a situation where we're flying the plane as we're building it. We specifically, matter of fact, in our environment, they had already procured ServiceNow before we arrived. So we get there late to the game, and now there are a series of things we have to do to fix to get the system to work the way we want. And you know, in IT service management, there are two focuses, right? The first focus is being able to actually have the service management component, enabling you to have processes in place, to answer customers' questions quickly, to solve problems using knowledge. That's the first element. The second element in our world is the platform, using ServiceNow to leverage, work with customers, helping them, engage with them, and make sure that you can solve issues as quickly as possible. Our team started while we were building the plane with 2 ServiceNow admins and 3 developers in 2019. And that's us right there, flying the plane as we're working at the same time. In our world, we focus on change management, asset management, policy, service catalog, service desk, and incident. We continue to build out more and bring our business partners to the table, enabling them to be successful as well. We, years ago, launched Beyond IT, and now we're beyond IT, right? HR partners, using cases, being able to have facilities, solve issues. So we're able to focus on the transparency, the governance, automation, and adoption for this platform that we need to use. Today, the problems that we have, you're going to see some consistency on the problems, right? So we've got some problems that we found after we started. We deployed Intune, and we didn't specify the type of data that we wanted to fill into the tables. And subsequently, we're charged higher than we should be charged. We didn't map our CMDB to the actual tables where you can take advantage of SLAs or policies or reporting and metrics that are needed to battle the executives that are always challenging us to do more with less. In that year of 2020, we finally get to a place where we can actually build and deploy solutions. This is our roadmap in that first year. ServiceNow actually helped us build this roadmap. We did all of these solutions at the same time that we were able to solve customer issues, build procedures like our processes. We had to develop high-level processes so everybody could be on the same sheet of music. Don't you hate it when you call a customer or you call your service provider and you say, hey, I got this problem, and then next week you call again and they give you another solution? We had to have consistency with what we provided in our process. In that same year, we were able to grapple with all of that and increase by 500% our resolutions to customers. Our incidence was increased by 516%. Just in 1 year alone with ServiceNow, we now have the metrics that we're looking for to solve the things that people are battling us about. 2021. By the way, you know, doesn't it always happen this way? You're like, I'm like going from slide to slide, and the reality is this took a long time, right? I know it seems like it was just 5 minutes, and we're doing this in a very fast-paced world, right? This is like Dukes of Hazzard or something. We're cruising down the road, but hey, these are the things that we faced. And one of the first things we realized in 2021 is now we're focused on agile, right? Because we developed solutions thanks to Raj in the back, who started as a ServiceNow developer. And now we're building product owners, and we're building the team to work together in an agile method way. We were able to finally hire a product owner. We were able to now focus on developing the UI. Listen, now it's 2021 and we're still using information right outside of the box. So we need to get away from that. We need to brand it. We need to make it specific to our company. Now, what do? I mean, I know we probably all have similar jobs, right? But in our company, we want to make sure that everybody feels like they actually can impact something. So what do in our company in Seattle? We make cancer patient medicine. And we want to make sure that whether you work in IT, or whether you work in HR, or whether you work in facilities, you impact the company achieving its goals. And so we battle, right? To do all those things that help us achieve those goals for our customers who are cancer patient successful people. We worked on the portal UI, and each year we started to calculate how many enhancements, right? We're a development organization. We get requests from customers. So 458 enhancements with a fairly small, brand new agile team. Now, again, the problems. What didn't we do? We still, while deploying and solving customer stuff, had the same Intune problem. We just went along our merry way, didn't focus on the things that we needed to focus on, and continued to have this problem that each year gets bigger and bigger. So in 2021, here are all the items that we completed in our roadmap. And a couple of things are fairly strategic. We wanted to get out of the box. So we deployed a brand new redesigned portal. However, before we deployed the portal, we knew that we had a bigger issue with our catalogs. Very cumbersome out of the box. People didn't know how to use it. I went to Jason, our third tier rep, and I said, Jason, We're battling here. The company is telling us we got to do something. I said, listen, let's not reinvent the wheel. What have you done for this solution in the past? Give us that. We're humble. We want to be good, but we don't have to create everything brand new. We can take advantage of stuff that has already been done. So, Thirdera provided us a widget that enabled our searching inside the catalog much better, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Here is, this probably, does this look familiar, anybody? You want to raise your hands? This looks pretty, right? Okay. This is what we turned it into. There are a couple of things that are important about this design. We have the ability to go back. We have the ability to search. We have the ability to save the recent items. Most importantly, this is also mobile enabled. So as soon as we get to a place where every customer can use mobile 100%, we're ready for it. So we knew that our first step before we actually brand the portal was to take care of the catalog. Get it improved, get it moving quicker, make it user friendly. After that, we tackled the portal. Anybody seen this? Okay, this is a lot of fun, let me tell you. Listen, one of the things that we learned through this process is that you actually need to make sure that to be long-term, have one portal. Now that's pretty difficult because remember I told you we started, me and my guy, we started after we deployed this solution. And so they had already had two portals, HR portal and an IT portal. And ultimately, now we deal with issues when we upgrade the system, right? So we needed to come up with a way to make one portal after we've had two portals, and this is how we did it. We made a toggle switch. We challenged our designers and battled and said, we got to make something better. And the way that we can do it without having two portals and having upgrade issues is have a toggle that enables us to say, hey, when you want IT content, you can select on IT. When you want HR content, you can select on HR. And now, everything is all through the same portal. We even made it a little bit better by adding my stuff. My buddy Raj back there, his idea. So when you click on my stuff, you can actually take a look at everything that is mine. My approvals, my incidents, my problems. No, that's next version. That's next version. So we tackled the portal. We also tackled the Agile, right? One of the things that was really important in Agile, IT service management, was being able to have a prioritization. We were being challenged all the time. Hey, you guys, are you sure this is the right priority? By the way, is that priority specific to everything else within this company? It should be aligned to all the other businesses that you have. And so we created our prioritization based on everybody else's priority within the company and then aligned it directly to an agile environment. Guess what? That means every step of the agile process now uses the same prioritization and it's associated with all of our other business partners aligned to the Seagen business. It's pretty fast, right? 2022, we're almost caught up. Well, technically we are caught up, it's 2022. This went a lot slower in my mind, but we're doing pretty good. Okay. So in this series in 2022, we think we know what's going on. We've done some review. We're in sync. We've got the Agile team working. The company's come to us and said, hey, by the way, you guys are working so much, we decided we're going to help you adopt ServiceNow. I get nervous when anybody tells me that. Listen, I was in the Marine Corps. Any service members in here? All right, hoorah, hoorah, all right. And so, you're never supposed to volunteer. But this is what happened. You know, they said, you guys are doing so good, we're going to help you get adoption going. And we're going to do that by coming up with this project here that helps you deploy 75 catalog items. See, here was the issue when I first started. Raj and I looked at this and we said, the problem is we actually have 70% of our customers using the generic IT request. Anybody use the generic IT request? Okay, for me that's a problem, right? Because if you're managing and mapping services, You always want the service to come directly from the area where the service comes from directly to the customer. You don't want to have an IT generic request that's touched by 6 different departments and ultimately enabling a lot of people and a lot of waste. So, I thought this was wonderful. Thank you guys for giving us the ability to do this. However, what they didn't say is we had to do it in a very short period of time. I had a plan from now to 2025, and that plan got thrown out the door, and so I called Jason up, and I said, so Jason, listen, I know we have our normal agile team, and they're doing great, but I need to add one more agile team specific to this project so we can meet that time frame. And we have. Matter of fact, we complete this project on June 16th. We'll be able to deploy 75 catalogs. We did so good. You know what the deal is when you do good work. What does your boss say? You get more work. I mean, I'd like to say I love that about my boss, but let me just say, I'm just glad to have a job in today's world. But so now we're working on our next project, and we're going to finish up this RISE project, enabling us to have all the catalogs for all the departments and all the companies within the company so that everybody can actually utilize the system the way it's supposed to be used. And so that next project that we're building right now with Jason, sorry about this, I didn't even tell him, so I'm catching him off guard here. 150 catalogs. Once we're done, I think Raj and I can retire. We'll be ready to go. They'll probably ask us to do more things. The one thing I can tell you is this year we did get a little better. Yes, we've got 2 concurrent agile projects working at the same time, but now we were able to actually fix some things. See, once we started solving issues for our company, they came to us and are saying, hey, we'll let you spend money. And we said, great, we want to spend money on fixing the CMDB issues. And that's where Anne-Marie has been helping us. So we're now getting the fields mapped to the right place, exporting out of the custom tables that we built 2.5 years ago and moving them into the system tables that they're supposed to be in. We're also fixing the Intune issue, right? The Intune issue, we're using autopilot where we want to automatically get data into those fields to support our assets and be able to have them in there. Well, we started importing not just PCs, which is supposed to be in this Intune field, we started importing phones in this field. And now we have to remove them and set up a new script so that when we use the Intune, we're able to actually have the items in that table that we're supposed to be licensed for. Now, I know you guys think, hey, everything's great. On top of all of that we're talking about, here's our roadmap. Now, we're getting better every year, right? The first one ServiceNow did for us. The second one Raj did. This one, Raj and I got a little help on this one. And you'll see that we're now making continuity where we start with an area that impacts another area. Now, roadmaps are good because they can keep focus on exactly what you need to do. But using a roadmap that enables you to connect the dots of how everything actually flows for that year, now you're getting into a place where focus is for sure. Now, this isn't just good for Raj and I. It's not good for just our executives. It's actually also really good for the team, right? Because we make medicine for cancer patients. And this enables that team, our team, to see how their work impacts that whole process. I got the 2-minute thing, so I'm going to move a little quick. We also developed some governance. This year we created a ITSM steerco to get management and executive support and budget support, right? Before that, we were having to come up with all these crazy quotes and information, and it was never ending, and we still had to do the work. Now we've got a steerco. We've got an ITEL governance focused on best practices. And we have our change advisory board, so every change can actually do exactly what we want, and we're not caught off guard throughout the whole company. We're also using the ITSM maturity model. Anybody use the ITSM maturity model? Okay, great. And so I've even associated where we are with the areas that we work on. And we're right now in 2. We were originally trying to get to 5, the highest level. But we've decided we don't have to be perfect so quick. So we've now set our goal just between 4 and 5. Now, being able to be a mature environment is important to our customers. We use validated systems because we deal with the FDA. So all of these areas are scrutinized unless we can evolve over time. Now our team includes 3 admins for testing, 9 developers, a product owner, a business owner, an architect, a ServiceNow developer, a business analyst, and of course the asset team. So within 2.5 years that we've been here, we've evolved to a team of people that are all ready to battle. This is that team. By the way, Raj is right there if you want to get his picture, and a few other of our admins as well. There's no question. I've been in IT service management for 26 years. Nothing works unless you focus on the team, right? Everything's about the team. We are a successful team, or we fail as a team together. My name is Tony North. Wonderful to meet you all. Thank you, and have a great rest of the session. Go the Force.